You say attraction is emotional, but notice what changes when one person can afford to walk away. They relax, they take up more space, they do not rush to fix tension. The other person feels it. They start choosing words carefully. They start calculating reactions. Money decides who can risk a fight. Money decides who cannot. One person has options, the other has consequences. You call it chemistry, but your body knows who has exit power. Attraction feels emotional until money shifts the ground under it. Financial pressure is not loud at first. It shows up in tone. It shows up in who hesitates. When one person earns more, the room recalculates. Friends notice who pays. Family notices who decides. The higher earner feels heavier without asking for it. The lower earner feels smaller without meaning to. Money pulls responsibility toward one side. It pulls expectation with it. Arguments start bending around income. Disagreements start orbiting stability. The person who can survive alone moves differently. The person who cannot feels exposed. Financial dependence does not announce itself. It signals through posture and silence. One partner starts protecting the relationship. The other starts protecting their leverage. No one says this out loud, but both nervous systems track it. Who absorbs the risk if this ends? Who has somewhere else to land? That question changes how attraction behaves in the room. It tightens it. It adds caution. It adds quiet hierarchy. The higher earner can withdraw without panic. The lower earner cannot experiment with distance. One becomes the emotional center of gravity. The other starts adjusting orbit. Even generosity shifts under this weight. Paying for dinner stops being kindness and starts being proof of role. Covering rent stops being support and starts being silent authority. The one with options feels calmer during conflict. The one without options feels urgency rising. Urgency is not attractive. Calm usually is. That difference does not come from personality. It comes from financial exit power. Once that power settles in, attraction stops being equal. It becomes directional. It flows towards stability. It flows away from dependence, and the room feels it long before either partner admits it. This dynamic did not start in adulthood. It started when money first meant safety. As a child, you learned who controlled resources. You learned who stressed over bills. You learned who got quiet at the end of the month. Money was not numbers then. It was tone shifts and slammed doors. It was approval or withdrawal. If love felt unstable, money became protection. If money felt unstable, love became negotiation. Some children learned to attach to providers. Others learned to become one. Both patterns carry into attraction later. You do not just pick a partner, you pick a familiar power structure. If one parent held financial control, your body memorized that posture. If one parent depended, your body memorized that tension. Attraction begins feeling safe when it mirrors what you survived. The higher earner can feel like protection. The lower earner can feel like purpose. Neither feels like hierarchy at first. It feels like chemistry. But chemistry is often recognition of an old structure. When financial imbalance appears, it does not feel foreign, it feels known. The dependent partner may feel anxious yet attached. The earning partner may feel burdened yet important. That importance can become identity. That dependence can become loyalty. Now, money is not just income, it is role confirmation. It confirms who leads. It confirms who adapts. And the nervous system relaxes inside what it recognizes, even if that recognition costs equality. The body does not experience income as numbers. It experiences income as safety or threat. When one partner earns more, the nervous system registers shelter. It registers continuity. The lower earner may feel subtle vigilance during conflict. Their body tracks tone changes faster. Their chest tightens sooner. Disagreement stops feeling intellectual, it starts feeling dangerous. The higher earner often feels steadier in the same moment. Their survival is not on the line. Calm becomes easier when survival is secured. That calm reads as confidence. Confidence reads as attraction. But the source is not personality. It is financial insulation. The dependent partner may overperform emotionally. They smooth tension quickly. They apologize faster. They initiate repair sooner. This is not weakness, it is survival logic. If stability feels tied to one person, the body protects the bond at any cost. Over time, this shapes behavior. One partner experiments with space. The other experiments with reassurance. One tests boundaries. The other preserves access. Attraction begins tilting toward the one who feels least afraid. Fear rarely looks powerful in a room, even if it stays silent. The nervous system does not care about romance. It cares about who controls continuity. And once continuity links to one income, hierarchy stops being theoretical. It becomes biological. At some point, the imbalance stops feeling temporary. It becomes identity. The higher earner is no longer just contributing more. They become the stable one, the responsible one, the one expected to handle disruption. The lower earner becomes the supported one, the flexible one, the one expected to adjust. These roles harden quietly. Attraction begins attaching to them. If the lower earner suddenly gains independence, tension can rise instead of relief. The dynamic shifts. The familiar hierarchy cracks. The earning partner may feel less needed. The dependent partner may feel less anchored. Stability was not just financial, it was relational. Now, both identities wobble. Loyalty forms around the old structure, even if it limits growth. The higher earner may unconsciously maintain control to preserve importance. The lower earner may unconsciously limit expansion to preserve belonging. This is not manipulation, it is identity protection. Money becomes the glue holding roles in place. Breaking financial dependence can feel like a betrayal of the agreement no one spoke. Then, attraction carries a quiet warning. Change your income and you change your place. Change your place and you change the relationship. And most people protect their place before they protect equality. This shift runs on simple mechanisms. Income creates exit power. Exit power creates calm. Calm changes how a person occupies space. The one with options pauses longer in conflict. They tolerate silence without urgency. The one without options fills silence quickly. They repair faster than they reflect. Money also changes how effort is interpreted. When the higher earner withdraws, it feels like distance. When the lower earner withdraws, it feels like risk. Generosity turns into structural authority over time. Paying more becomes deciding more. Covering more becomes influencing more. Even subtle phrases reveal it. I handle it sounds protective. It also sounds final. The dependent partner begins seeking approval without being asked. The earning partner begins expecting appreciation without saying it. Attraction starts orbiting the person who feels least destabilized. Stability becomes magnetic. Dependence becomes careful. Careful energy is rarely seductive. It is compliant. Over time, compliance reshapes desire. What once felt mutual now feels directional. The hierarchy may stay polite, it may even look loving, but underneath, leverage decides who adjusts first, and whoever adjusts first usually adjusts more. Over time, the imbalance stops being situational, it becomes behavioral narrowing. The lower earners stops challenging certain topics. They avoid conversations about lifestyle shifts. They hesitate before expressing dissatisfaction. Their world becomes smaller around the relationship. The higher earner may not demand this, but their stability casts a shadow. Invitations get filtered through affordability. Social circles shift toward the earning partner's comfort.
Risk-taking declines on one side, deference increases on the other. The dependent partner begins self-editing ambition. Big moves feel dangerous, career risks feel irresponsible. Even harmless independence feels threatening to the structure. Attraction narrows into predictability. The higher earner becomes the axis, the lower earner becomes the satellite. Satellites do not set direction, they maintain orbit. Over time, orbit feels like personality. It feels like choice. But choice, shaped by financial gravity, is not neutral. The room now reacts to them differently. Friends direct questions toward the earner. Decisions get confirmed through the one who funds stability. The dependent partner's voice softens in group settings, not by command, by pattern. And the longer this pattern holds,